It's Wednesday. It's Sunday, August 7th, 2022. I did earlier the morning broadcast. It's actually still trying to upload right now. It was a long broadcast. They put together a message from the U.S. Coast Guard on this very specific ship that just sailed into New York Harbor the other day. And then today, this morning, there was one version of a message about this border battle, and this blue and red. The announcer made it sound like a state. I mean, again, it's this larger problem that's going on in the background that I'm just monitoring, I suppose, at the moment for my own edification and my children's. Now at the 5 o'clock hour and the 6 o'clock hour, this morning it was CBS. At the 7 a.m. and the 8 a.m. hour. Now it's Channel 7, and it's the 5 p.m. and the 6 p.m. accounts of what happened. And the message on Channel 2 was a little different. It was a little evasive. It wasn't invasive, it was evasive. Now on Channel 7, some of the words that the New York City mayor is saying is concerning. It sounds like, if I use the word caught off guard, but then again, I don't know who put him in a winter term. And then he says that he's getting this bus load where Abbott sent them directly for New York. And this busload of new arrivals is coming here, and the mayor's now trying to welcome them in this weird display, but then he's afraid that they might not make it to New York City. Is it a cultural thing? Is it a linguistical thing? He's not quite sure. So that's really frightening when management doesn't know, or management's arguing in some territorial or tenant dispute, and the rest of us are just here waiting for our representative to step up and do something that looks natural and normal.
So 14 asylum seekers arrived in New York City today, sent by the Texas governor as part of what Mayor Adams is dubbing a political stunt. But more than 24 migrants the city had been expecting were not on the bus. Mayor Adams now trying to figure out what happened to them. The mayor and a fleet of taxi drivers welcomed the asylum seekers at the Port Authority after their 3-day journey. Mayor Adams says around 40 people were expected, and he suspects that some may have gotten off early because they feared what would happen when they got here.
There are many rumors out there.
Did you just say they might have gotten out early? You mean they make a 3-day trek and the bus stopped and let some unknown quantity of humans off of the bus that was en route to be met by the mayor? Does that put the rest of the public in danger? I'm just curious. Because it seems like the answer to that would be an unequivocal yes.
And so we don't know if people are being dropped off at different locations en route once they come near New York City. And we're concerned about that because we don't want people being dropped off anywhere. You can only imagine you're in a country where you don't know much about.
The mayor says the migrants would be taken to city shelters or be assisted by volunteer groups to find somewhere else to stay. We are following a developing story out of Washington.
That's a disturbing and frightening message. I'm just going to be honest. There was also closer to my area, actually in my area, there's been somebody who's been going around slashing tires. 44 cars have been affected, to be exact, just so the 311 or the whatever committee of, I know that I heard this morning that the Tropical Blues stop every morning at 0800 to salute in silence the flag. I learned that this morning. And the 8 is very symbolic in the most important place, which for me is August. So here we are. Now at the 6 o'clock news, the message got elongated a little bit from the 5 o'clock hour, so I'll put that on. So this is Eyewitness News at 7.
Let us know what time the buses are leaving. They're not letting us know what are the needs of the people on the bus. They're not giving us any information, so we're unable to really provide the service to people en route.
Officials in D.C., they're calling this political stunt expensive. They're saying that Texans are going to pay over $1 million for this. And here in New York City, Mayor Adams says that he's optimistic that more help is on the way. Reporting in Midtown Manhattan, Johnny Fernandez, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
An accident on the runway at LaGuardia Airport today with a JetBlue plane.
$1 million. I think it's far more expensive than just $1 million, just to be honest. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.